जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग गंधर्विका गिरिधारी जीव की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा मदन मोहन पंचतत्वात्मक श्री गौर हरि की जय। जय श्री श्री गुरु गौरांग श्री श्री राधा नयन नाथ जीव की जय। जय श्री गौर नित्यानंद प्रभु की जय। जय श्री जगन्नाथ देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्र सचशिला भक्ति वल्लभ तीर्थ गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्र सचशिला भक्ति दैत माधव गोसाई महाराज की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिस्तोम विष्णुपाद परमहंसास्तत्र सचशिला भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती गोसाई प्रभुपाद की जय। जय परमहंसा शिला गौर किशोर दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय शिशिला सच्चिदानंद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर की जय। जय वैष्णव सार्वभौम शिला जगन्नाथ दास बाबा जी महाराज की जय। जय श्री रूपानुग गुरुवर की जय। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्री वासुदेव गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपी गो गोवर्धन वृंदावन श्री राधा कुंद श्याम कुंदात्मक श्री ब्रज मंदिर की जय। जय श्री नवदीप धाम की जय। जय श्री पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय। जय श्री बलदेव सुभद्रा जगन्नाथ श्री सुदर्शन चक्र जीव की जय। जय श्री वृंदा देवी तुलसी देवी की जय। जय सर्व विघ्न विनाशनकारी श्री नृसिंह देव की जय। जय नित्यलीला परिष्ठा परम पूज्य पाचे श्रीमद गौर गोविंद स्वामी महाराजेर स्वाविर्भाव तिथि पूजा महामहोत्सव की जय। जय अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। जय समागत भक्त वृंद की जय। जय श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन की जय। गौर परमानंदे हरि बोल। वंदे हम श्री गुरो श्री जुता पदकमला श्री गुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्री रूपं साग्रजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्री राधा कृष्णपादान् सहगना ललिता श्री विशाखान्वितंश्च। ओ हे वैष्णव ठाकुर दयार सागर एदासे करुणा करी दिया पाद छाया सद हे आमारे तोमारा चरण धरी छाया बेगा दमी छाया दोषा शोधी छाया गुण देह दासे छाया सत्संग देह हे आमारे बसेछि संगेर आशे एकाकी आमार नाहि पाई बोल हरि नाम संकीर्तने तुमी कृपा करी श्रद्धा बिंदु दिया देह कृष्ण नाम धने कृष्ण से तोमार Krishna dite paro tomara shakati আছে আমি তো কাঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ধাইতা পাছে পাছে আমি তো কাঙ্গাল কৃষ্ণ কৃষ্ণ বলি ধাইতা পাছে পাছে জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর জয় বৈষ্ণব ঠাকুর Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Vaishnav Thakur Jaya Vaishnava Thakur Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare Hari Bol 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 Hari Bol. Today is a very auspicious day, appearance day of pure devotee and Acharya of ISKCON, Srila Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj. Every year we are observing this festival. I used to read his whole biography. This year only in summary I will tell. He appeared in one village near Jagannath Puri in Orissa, and in a Vaishnava family where they were worshipping Gopal deity, and also they were very expert kirtaniyas, and king of Puri, he used to invite them, request them to come to sing. And in different places in Orissa, they were doing kirtan, Vaishnava songs, Oriya songs, and also Narottam Thakur songs. So from birth already he was raised in Vaishnava consciousness, in Vaishnavism. And he also used to worship this Gopal from childhood, and he used to offer him some sweets and make garlands like this. Then he was also traveling with their family for doing this kirtan. Then later he got married and got children, and he also studied during night time because he could not afford enough money to go to university, but he made all exams. He was second best by studying himself, because during day he was busy, he was school teacher and other family responsibilities, duties, and also doing bhajan, chanting Mahamantra, and in the morning there was program in the house, Bhagavad Gita class, and sometimes he used to tell to his students in school also. Later on, some of his students, that primary, they became his disciples later on after 20 years. So then he was doing in this way ideal household life in pure devotion. Krishna was always in the center. Then later, when he was, I think, 45 or 53, I'm not sure now, later in life, he felt that urge from within that he has to renounce household life and fully dedicate himself for worship of Krishna. And he was traveling to all holy places of India, and he also met many sadhus, and he was asking them this question: what is the meaning of this Hare Krishna Mahamantra? But he could not find any satisfactory reply from anyone. Also, he went to Haridwar and everywhere. He argued also with Mayavadis that their philosophy is wrong. And then he was thinking, the Vrindavan is the land of Krishna. Surely there I will meet my Guru, who will give me guidance and will explain to me. So he went there. Then some Western devotees, they gave him back to Godhead magazine, and he started reading in Swami Maharaj's magazine, and immediately he understood, yes, this is my Gurudev. And he went to ISKCON in Vrindavan, and he met Swami Maharaj there, and first thing, when Swami Maharaj saw him, he asked him, you already took sannyas? Then he said no. Then Swami Maharaj said, then I will give you. Then in that festival there was opening of that Vrindavan Mandir. He gave him everything, Harinam, Diksha, and sannyas also, and gave him name Gaur Govinda Swami. And before that already and he heard the explanation of Mahamantra from Srila Swami Maharaj, and he was fully satisfied. And immediately he understood, yes, he's my Guru. And some other devotees, and those who were already sannyasis and GBCs and these high positions, they told to Swami Maharaj, why you want to give him sannyas? Like very quickly. He's a new person. Then Swami Maharaj said, no. He's a Vaishnava from birth. You are new persons. So Swami Maharaj already knew his heart. So then he was given this assignment that in Bhubaneswar, in Orissa, he will open one center, that Krishna Balaram Mandir, and also translate books of Srila Sai Maharaj from English into Oriya language. So there he went there to Bhubaneswar, and that one land is called God. Then Govinda Sai Maharaj was with great difficulty staying there. It was like a jungle, and he had no money. He was collecting and preaching and begging, and somehow he could manage little to clean that place, and he made one hut. Then Swami Maharaj also came there. I think it was in 77 or 76, something means later in his life. Then though they wanted to give one very good guest house, government guest house to Sai Maharaj, they rented, but Sai Maharaj said, no, I will not stay there. I will stay in that mat hut Govinda Sai Maharaj made, and he stayed there. I forgot, maybe 11 days or 15 days or something. So there, that time, he gave many private, intimate instructions to Govinda Sai Maharaj. Also told him that you will have to take leader position. And then gradually Govinda Sai Maharaj did, according to instruction of his guru. He translated all the English books, Bhagavad Gita as it is, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charita, everything, all commentaries, everything he translated into Oriya language. And he also gradually could establish that temple, Krishna Balaram Mandir in Bhubaneswar. And I think in 88 or some 87 or 88, something like that, he also became initiating guru in ISKCON and GBC. Then he was preaching in India, in all places, also in Western countries. He came to England, Italy, means everywhere he went. And his Harikathas were very strong and straightforward. He did not hide anything. He directly told everything. If there is any anartha in anyone, he would expose that in a very vivid way, but without any false ego. So they were not hurt, they were happy, but some also had some problem with him, those who had some leadership position, because he exposed them also, but rightfully. That was necessary for the upkeep of purity of mission. So some went against him, but he was without any fear, because pure devotee fully surrendered to Krishna. He was doing his duty. He spoke the truth. Also, I heard from Srila, our Brihad Bharati Maharaj, he told me that first he met him when he started, and he was real Acharya, means pure soul, pure. And if you go to YouTube or internet, you can find many of his lectures in English. Then you can easily understand how powerful his Harikatha is, and very clear cut, everything, what is proper, what is not, and clearly explaining the books of Srila Sai Maharaj and Goswamis, and also kirtans he used to do, Harikatha, and then in relation to that Harikatha, if some song came to his mind, of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Narottam Thakur, then he would sing and explain in relation, and his Harikathas were very long, minimum 3 hours. From morning, devotees, they could not get time to take breakfast like this. That was just going on sometimes up to noon time. So much taste in speaking Harikatha and Kirtan, real. Then one time also in Mayapur, he fell unconscious, and they thought he may be sick or something. Then doctor came, and doctor checked. He said, no, there is nothing wrong health-wise in him, nothing. Then that Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, disciple of Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he came and he told, no, that is bhab, he's in ecstasy, internal realization, that samadhi, he's tasting that, like Mahaprabhu, when he was in Puri, sometimes he fell down, and devotees, they had to search for him, and then when they were chanting loudly Harinam, then Mahaprabhu would come back to external consciousness, and then he told them what he was experiencing in his samadhi. And Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, that is so fine, that experience, that even like Nama Sankirtan of Sarup Damodar Goswami, he's a pure devotee, when Mahaprabhu came out, he said, why you made this noise here? I was enjoying that Vrindavan Lila, why you took me out by this noise? So that is very fine. So Gaur Govinda Swami Maharaj also, he was in that ecstasy for some days, then he came out. So one bhavuk devotee, one who is experiencing bhav, he can also recognize the symptoms of bhav in another one, otherwise you cannot understand. So in this way he was preaching all over the world, and his Harikatha is emphasizing that we have to come to the platform of chanting pure name without offenses. Then this will give us Krishna Prem, otherwise we cannot get. He's explaining this point many times, and he also told, I like his statement very much, that those who are chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra but are not seeing Krishna in front of them, it means they are blind. It means anarthas we have and aparadas, that is why we cannot realize that Krishna's name and Krishna, they are not different. So we cannot get prem, but we have to try to chant constantly and serve Guru Vaishnavas and surrender here Harikatha, then gradually you can come to that pure chanting. And he said, I opened there in Bhubaneswar, I opened the crying school, because unless we cry for Krishna, we cannot get him. You remember our Gurudev used to tell many times that one man was repeatedly coming to Banshidas Babaji Maharaj and requesting him, please tell me how I can get God. Then one day, Banshidas Babaji, first he ignored him. Then, after some time, he himself asked him, he looked at him, what do you want? He said, I want to get God. Then Banshidas Babaji Maharaj said, cry. Means only one word. If we can cry for Krishna, if we are so eager to get him, to serve him, then we can get only. We have to be desperate, so much eagerness. And that eagerness we can get, our Gurudev explained, by associating with those who have. Today also I was hearing in the morning one, like after class conversation, when going from the class towards his room or somewhere, or maybe to Prasad Hall, some devotees on the way, they were asking him some questions. So one devotee asked him, how that you said in class that we should give up deceitfulness. Then Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj told, otherwise Krishna will not accept our service. Then he said, yes, if you want Maya, then surely you will have to be deceitful. You will have to flatter or cheat, or so many things you will have to do, otherwise you cannot get Maya. But one who is Saralata, that is simple-hearted, sincere, honest, frank in heart, no crookedness, he can attain Krishna only. Then that devotee again asked him, then how we can get this saralata, simplicity? Then he said, you have to associate with such devotee who has. Then by his grace you can get. And he said, we have to be very sincere with Guru, Vaishnava and Krishna. Very sincere with them. And we should deceive Maya. Then we can kick her. So we should not deceive Guru, Vaishnava and Krishna, or wanting to enjoy. He said very sincere with them, but we should deceive Maya. He did not explain how, but he said you have to deceive Maya. You have to cheat her, and then you can kick her. Then further, someone was asking that you said unless one is fully surrendered, then Krishna will not accept. He said, yes, full surrender. Then he said, but if someone does these activities, like in ISKCON, we are chanting, we are doing this, but not being fully surrendered, then he said, then some mixture is there and you will get some sukriti, then gradually you can come to platform of pure devotion. So there is a stage where you are trying, and then gradually you can come to the platform of pure devotion with full surrender. And in another class I was hearing before, he told that verse in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Bhagavatam, that Krishna does not easily give bhakti. He will give other things if someone worships, but not easily bhakti. But if we chant also with aparadas, then Harinam will fulfill our material desires. And if we understand what is anarthas, what is aparadas, and we chant, then we will come to nama abhas, intermediate stage. But we can get Shuddhanam only when we are in our asa, means in our eternal relation with Krishna. When that is awakened, when we realize that, then from that relation with Krishna, loving relation, then that pure Harinam we can chant, and by that pure chanting we can attain Krishna Prema. I could not fully hear, but some points I could hear. Then also he told that he gave two commentaries of Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Maharaj in Srimad Bhagavatam, where he says that the conclusion is that Jiva is coming from Brahma, that marginal potency. This is the conclusion. He gave one verse. And also I think in 3rd canto or 7th canto, where Jai and Vijay story is coming, and Yudhishthir Maharaj is asking how it is possible to fall down from Vaikuntha. Then there is that discussion. Then also Sai Maharaj is, after that discussion, he's telling, so therefore the conclusion is that no Jiva falls from Vaikuntha. That was Lila only for in their case. So he told, this is the Siddhanta. Siddhanta means conclusion. Sai Maharaj, he may have said many things in letters or in some lectures for some reason, he told. But this is the conclusion, means Siddhanta. Then he was telling this, and they went against him. Then he said, this is not, you cannot vote on Siddhanta. Siddhanta is Siddhanta, Shastric, you have to accept what pure devotee says, what Shastra says. So then they wanted to kick him out, but before that, from GBC, but before that he already decided that he will disappear from this world. Already before he said, I don't know what to do, this situation, I will see what Gopal, means what Krishna will want, I will see. I will do as his desire. So then, in Mayapur, just some maybe weeks or days before the GBC meeting on which they were going to throw him out, that time some devotees came to him and they asked him why Mahaprabhu stayed in Puri. Then he started explaining one Radha Krishna Lila. After meeting, after long separation time, they met and they looked each other. Then he was explaining that Lila, then suddenly his voice choked and ecstasy, and he said that was the day of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur's appearance day. That day he told, and even before he told that Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, he told, this world is not a good place for a gentleman to stay. Means for the real devotee, they don't like to stay in this world. All the people there averse to Krishna. So he just said, I cannot speak anymore. After telling that Lila, and that pastime came when after long separation Radha Krishna finally met, then he said, I cannot speak anymore, please forgive me. You chant Harinam. Then they were chanting Harinam, doing Kirtan. Then he just lay down and he took the photo of his Gopal, and then he disappeared in Mayapur Dham. There, no any sickness, pastime, nothing. But it was the desire of Supreme Lord to take him back home, back to Godhead. So you will find many his audio recordings, videos, books, very high class you can find. So today is his also in Mayapur, I think his Samadhi is there in Bhubaneswar, maybe Pushpa Samadhi or something. But there is one mat that is Srila Bhakti Sauda Ashram Maharaj, I think. Sauda Ashram Maharaj, disciple of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Thakur. He had one place there, just like opposite to our Shiv Mandir, Ketropal Ship, our Parangudip installed. Opposite, there is one ISKCON center. So that ISKCON center is maintained by Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj's disciples. So I saw that place many times, and also I visited. They're selling some prasad outside, and always they're trying to distribute books in front of that, because there are so many pilgrims there coming from Navadip station or from Sarupganj. That hub is there, so everyone going. There is more people all the time going, so they are there and they try to distribute books there, devotees from that center. So this year I came to know first time that actually that Srila Bhakti Sauda Ashram Gosai Maharaj, before this appearance, he gave that place to ISKCON. He installed those deities, and his Samadhi is also there. So on that disappearance or appearance day of that Maharaj, I asked our brahmachari, do you know where is his Samadhi? Here in Mayapur I read, but I never saw. Then he said, that is ISKCON there. Then I said, oh really, I don't know. I know that is ISKCON, but I did not know this. He said, yes, behind if you go. So then this year I went behind and I got darshan of that Maharaj Samadhi, and in front is the deities. So that is Gaur Govinda Sai Maharajas they are maintaining. And I also met some of his disciples before already. And in England there are many. Our Gurudev also, when he was in England, I think maybe Birmingham or Brighton, I don't remember, some center there. It is on YouTube. So there, Gurudev, when he's giving Jayadvani, there he's saying Jai Nitalila Parishta Param Puja Pasha Shrimad Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj. He's telling, because maybe that center is by his disciples or they are worshipping. So that time I heard from Gurudev saying, so today is Srila Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj's appearance day. There in the description on Facebook Live, by mistake I wrote disappearance. I will correct after if it will be possible. But today is appearance day. So I am bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy. Before we were singing this song, Ohe Vaishnava Thakur Dwayara Sagar, Bhaktivinoda Thakur revealed what is the point of Vaishnava. They appear in this world. That is our great fortune. There is no any other fortune in this world than association of real devotee, because by his grace our mind can become inclined to Krishna. Otherwise we are only after Maya, sense enjoyment in so many ways, and suffering again and again, birth, death, old age, disease, threefold afflictions, all suffering. There is no other way we can be rescued from Maya other than by the grace of Vaishnava. We are singing that song, Bishoye Bulye Anda, Hoinu Divanishi, Gole fans dite Maya se Pishachi. Hoinu Divanishi, Gole fans, means Maya took, they gave noose around my neck, caught me. Then next line, Mayare Korea Jai, Charano na Jai, Sadhu Kripa Bina ar Nahi ko Upai. Or another version is, Ihare Korea Jai, Charano na Jai, Sadhu Guru Kripa Bina Nahi ko Upai. There is no other way except by the mercy of Vaishnava, because Vaishnava, he appears in this world and he's serving Krishna, and he's encouraging all others to come out from the clutches of Maya and go to serve Krishna. Only Vaishnava can do this, no one else. So we are singing Dwayara Sagar. He is ocean of mercy, means unlimited mercy, because he can rescue us from Maya, illusion. No one can be rescued. Then Dwayara Sagar, then Chaya Bega Domi, Chaya Dosha Shodhi. By the grace of Vaishnava, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is praying, by your grace I will be able to tolerate the 6 urges. That is Bacho Vegam, Manasakroda Vegam, Jiva Vegam, Udara Upasta Vegam, Etan Vegam Jovisha Heta Dira, Saram Apimam Pritim Sashishat. Rupa Goswami wrote. This verse is actually from Mahabharata. He quoted that one who can control the urge of tongue to speak and mind to make plans and desires and anger and tongue for taste and belly to eat more than necessary and for genitals to misuse in some improper way that energy, one who can tolerate these urges, he's not under their control, he can govern this whole world, or he can accept disciples. Then Chaya Bega Domi, Chaya Dosha Shodhi. You pure, O Vaishnava Thakur, you can purify me from these six faults. They are, second verse of Upadeshamrita, Atyahara Prayasascha Prajalpa Niyamagraha Jana Sangascha Laulyam Cha Sharabida Bhaktir Vinashyati. It will destroy our devotion if we are not careful about these things. Overeating, but it is not only overeating, it is over collecting of any sense objects in this world, like for eyes, for ears, for any consuming, over consuming what is unnecessary and for sense enjoyment, that will destroy our devotion. We have to be careful. And atyahara prayasascha, unnecessary effort in this world. Then prajalpa, unnecessary talk, worldly talk, rubbish talk. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he said that everything except Harikatha is rubbish talk. Then prajalpa niyamagraha, not following proper rules or over following, not understanding their purpose. Then Jana Sangha means association with non-devotees, intimate association for their targets. And Laulya, greed, many kinds of greeds there, even for different kinds of philosophies or practices like this. Mind always want to attain everything or read so many books. That is also Laulyam that will destroy. So by the grace of Vaishnava this is possible, because Vaishnava can give us devotion. By devotion we can get all these things, power to practice this. And Chaya Begadon Chaya Dosha Shodhi, Chaya Guno Deho Dase. O Vaishnava Thakur, you give me these six qualities. Third verse of Upadeshamrita, Utsaha Nishchaya Dorja Tatat Karma Pravartana Sangatyagat Satobrite Sharavira Bhaktir Prasiddhati. Enthusiasm for doing service of Krishna, then firm faith in the service of Krishna and this instruction, and Krishna will surely bless. Then patience, perseverance, Dvajatatat Karma Pravartana, to follow the scriptural injunctions for service of Krishna. That again, Sangha Tyaga, again, 2 times it is mentioned, Sangha Tyag. Before already Jana Sangha means association with non-devotees, and here Sangha Tyaga, you have to give up association with non-devotees, that intimate with sixfold exchange. And Sato Brite, following in the footsteps of previous acharyas. Then you will find, we were reading during Kartik time in Upadeshamrita, Bhaktivinoda Thakur explained very nicely that among sadhus there are those who are prior to appearance of Mahaprabhu, like in Puranas you have many examples, great examples. Our Gurudev wrote Puranic Charitavali, and those sadhus who are coming after Mahaprabhu, his personal associate. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur said that our prime importance now in Kali Yuga is to follow in the footsteps of Mahaprabhu's associates. And then he explained they are in two ways: household life and ascetic life. So some points are same for all, some are different in regard to maintenance and some behavior. So how we should follow in the footsteps of those great devotees, this by Vaishnava Thakur we can get. Then Chaya Begadomi, Chaya Dosha Shodhi, Chaya Guno Deho Dase, Chaya Sat Sangha, Deho He Amare. You give me six-fold association. You give me. That is fourth verse of Upadeshamrita. Dadati pratigrihnati guhyam akyati prichati bhunkte bojayate chaivam sharabida priti lakshanam. Our Gurudev used to say Sangha Lakshanam. Original it is Priti Lakshanam. Our Gurudev said Sangha Lakshanam because it is related to association. When we hear you have to associate with devotees, then how you should associate with devotees, Rupa Goswami told here. You have to give to devotee what he requires for the service of Krishna, and you should also accept from devotee what he gives you, either as prasad, what you offered him, or what he sees that you need for the service of Krishna. Then you have to reveal your heart openly, sincerely, without hiding, without hypocrisy. You have to tell him about what is going on with you, and you have to ask how I should worship Krishna in such condition. Then sadhu, you will also tell his heart, so you have to explain your heart and you have to hear the heart of sadhu, and you have to give him prasad and you have to take prasad from him. In these 6 ways you have to associate with sadhus, then you can get Krishna Prem. And in these 6 ways you should not associate with non-devotees. Only externally you may come in touch with them, what is necessary in market or job or like this, but not with this intimate exchange type. And for those goals, their goals, non-devotional goals, that is not, that will be detrimental. So this is possible by the grace, we get the strength to do this all by the grace of Vaishnava, by the power of devotion. Then again, Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, Ekaki amar nahi pai bol Harinama Sankirtane. I alone, I am not finding strength to chant Harinam Sankirtan. You bless me, you give me your association, and you give me faith, that devotion to Harinam, and you give me Harinam. Ekaki amar nahi pai bol Harinam Sankirtan. Tu mi kripa koriš sada bindu dia deho Krishna nama dhana. You give me the wealth of Krishna Nam. Why he can give? Because Krishna se tomar, Krishna dite paro tomara shakati ache. Krishna is yours. Krishna is subdued by the devotion of pure devotee. So pure devotee owns Krishna. Pure devotee can give us Krishna, means service of Krishna. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, oh Vaishnava Thakur, you have the power to give Krishna. So I am running after you like a beggar, and I am begging from you. You give me the service of Krishna. So all this, Bhaktivinoda Thakur revealed, this is why we have to approach Vaishnava and pray for his grace and serve him and follow his instruction. Then only we can be rescued from Maya and we can attain our eternal, real life, happy life. That is possible only by the grace of Vaishnava. There is no other way. So on this, especially on these days, we have to observe, serve them, sing their glories, hear about them, pray for their grace. Then by their grace we can get devotion, actually every day we have to pray for the grace of Guru Vaishnavas and Bhagavan. Without their grace we cannot have any progress in devotion. So this we have to do daily, but especially on their appearance and disappearance day. They become even more merciful that time. So today is Srila Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj's appearance day. I am bowing down to his lotus feet and praying for his causeless mercy to kindly forgive if I committed any offense to his lotus feet, and pray for the service of his lotus feet and the lotus feet of his object to worship, Supreme Lord Shri Radha Krishna. So now it is only few minutes left. I don't want to start Srimad Bhagavan topic, but I will read some. I'm seeing if I have any of his book here, otherwise on internet. 1 second. I will open now just some little teaching from him. One second. One devotee was asking, Srila Prabhupada always emphasized that he was eternally present in his books. That he was present in his books, eternally present in his books, instructions, tapes and letters. So when you say we should take association of a sadhu, can we do that through Srila Prabhupada's books? Then Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj is replying, if Prabhupada says he is there, then you try to see him, to associate with him and listen from him. Do you see Prabhupada? Do you hear from Prabhupada? Is he speaking to you? Then that devotee is saying, through his books. Then Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj is saying, through his books, yes. All sadhus speak through their books. Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati and Srila Prabhupada all say that they speak through their books. This is not a new thing. This is our Vaishnava procedure. But you should see him. Can you see Bhaktivinoda Thakur? Can you see Jiva Goswami? You may say, oh, I have read their books. I have their association. That won't help you. You cannot understand what they have said merely by reading their books. Your consciousness is very low, so you cannot understand their words. They are very, very merciful, but you should follow the proper path. If you are intelligent, you will understand how they are still here, not only in the form of their books, but also they are here. You should see them. Why are you thinking so foolishly? So many books were already there, so why has Srila Prabhupada said this? You are thinking we need only to read books. There is no need of associating with a sadhu who is physically present. Is there any sadhu? No, there is no any sadhu at all. Your motto is, seeing is believing. You cannot see, so you cannot believe. Because you are a conditioned soul, your vision is defective. you cannot see a sadhu. Krishna is there. Can you see him? No, you cannot, because you are not endowed with proper vision. First develop the proper vision, and then you can see Krishna. Then you can see how a sadhu is there. It is not a fact that sadhus are not present. How is everything going on? How does the sun rise, the wind blow, and Indra give rain? All these things are going on. No sadhu, no Krishna. It's nonsense, foolishness. We are so proud and puffed up. We are identifying ourselves as the body, mind, and false ego. We think we are very great, so we say, oh, there is no sadhu. We are in the category of identification with the body and mind. We have not come to the beginning of the stage of purity. No. Then further, the devotee is asking, so we have to associate with a living sadhu. Gaur Govinda Swami, definitely. There is always one there, but he is not a cheap person. Such a person is very rare. If you can get his mercy, then you can see him. Otherwise, by your own effort and perception, you cannot see him. No, no, no. You always think that you are drashta, the seer, and that the sadhu is drishta, the one to be seen. Everyone is like this. They think they are the seers, but it is just the reverse. You are to be seen, and they are the seer. Means they are superior than us. Think this over very deeply. I think you cannot completely understand what I say. We always think that we are the seer and that they are to be seen. But this is not a fact, it is just the reverse. They are the seers and we are to be seen. We can see objects which are lower than us. Objective reality. We are subject. And objective, Sridhar Maharaj is saying. But there is super subjective. That is above us. We cannot see them. But they can see us. By their grace only we can see them. Otherwise not possible. So they are superior. So unless you realize they are superior, you cannot have contact with them. Then devotee is asking, how are we seen by sadhu? By our service? Gaur Govinda Swami said, yes, the sadhu is the seer. If he showers his mercy upon you, he sees you. If you receive that merciful glance, then you are very fortunate. However, you are in the category of bodily consciousness. How can you have it? Guru is the manifestation of the super soul, Chaitya Guru in the heart. He manifests a body and appears. He knows your heart. Then devotee is saying, I don't quite understand. Gaur Govinda Sai Maharaj is telling, yes, try to understand. As I told you, just hear patiently. A new bhakta cannot understand it because it is a topic of the highest class. You are the pre-primary class. How can you understand? You are not even in the primary class. How can you understand this topic of the highest class? Just accept the bona fide authorities that will help you. The teacher says 2 plus 2 is 4. The primary student accepts it. If the teacher asks the child, what is 2 plus 2? The child will reply, 2 plus 2 is 4. Why is 2 plus 2 4? My teacher says. He will answer like that. That means he has accepted authority. This is the only principle in the beginning. How is 2 plus 2 4? Why not 3 or 5? That will be explained in a higher mathematics class, not in the beginning. You have to have patience and get a promotion. My Guru Maharaj, means Srila Bhakti Sai Maharaj, says in his purport that the beginning is purity of consciousness. First come to this beginning stage, then gradually other things will come up. You are not in the beginning stage, so how will the higher topics come up? This is a very, very subtle and very deep philosophy. Putting full faith in the sadhu, you need only submissively hear. Shravanam, Shravanam, Shravanam. In that way, you can get the mercy of that sadhu. That will help you. Only one thing is required, nothing else. Shravanam, Shravanam, Shravanam. Just hear. Serve that sadhu, please him, hear submissively, surrender yourself at his lotus feet, and submissively ask questions. Out of mercy, the sadhu will impart this tattva gyan to you. This is the only process. Unless you get association with a living sadhu, what can you do? You will put some question to Srila Prabhupada and Srila Prabhupada will answer you? This process is a living thing. It is always there and it is always current. It is not that inquiry was done a certain way in the past and now things are done differently. No. It is an eternal process. Pranipatena pariprashnena sevaya. So, tomorrow we will continue hearing our Srimad Bhagavatam with the purpose of Srila Bhakti and Sai Maharaj. We will hear. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hari Bol, 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 Hari Bol. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Gandharvika Giridhari Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan Panchatatatmak Shri Gaura Hari ki Jai. Jai Shri Shri Guru Gauranga Shri Shri Radha Nayananath Jiv ki Jai. Jai Shri Gaur Nityananda Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Jagannath Dev ki Jai. Jai Patit Pavan Shila Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Parang Gurudev ki Jai. Jai Shila Prabhupada ki Jai. Jai Shri Rupa Guruvar ki Jai. Jai Shri Panchatattva Prabhu ki Jai. Jai Shri Brinda Devi Tulsi Devi ki Jai. Jai Sarva Vigna Vinashanakari Shri Nrishinga Dev ki Jai. Jai Anantakoti Vaishnav Brinda ki Jai. Jai Nitarila Parishta Param Puja Pache Shrimad Gaur Govinda Swami Maharajer Swabir Bhaptiti Puja Mahamahotsav ki Jai. Jai Samagata Bhakta Brinda ki Jai. Jai Shri Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai. Gaur Pramanande Hari Bol. Thank you all. Dandavat Pranam. Hari Bol.